right. Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but I like the pound no excuses. So I think that should kind of be like our theme name for our group here. So you're like my no excuses ladies. I love it. So I thought it would be really helpful to get everyone together here. And since you guys all have very common goals, you all are go-getters, you're all self-motivated, you all take action and are intentional. You know, I offer a suggestion for something and you take it and run with it and you're seeing results with it. So what not better than to use all of our strengths together to be the best people that we can be, right? So I want to talk a little bit about obviously your big goal, growing your team, and what are really the perks of it, okay? Why do we need the shows on our calendar that I suggested in order to be a part of this, and what this is gonna look like for you when you promote. Number two, I just want to run through bookings really quick, because without bookings, we don't have a business, right? And we have to make sure that we are maintaining those bookings and making sure we always have an abundant amount so that we never run out, okay? And then lastly, I want to follow up with recruiting and really talk about how to identify leads, what things are we looking for, how do we know that they can be a lead, and what are the things that we can say. Because of course, in order to promote, we need those new team members on our team, right? And I think a lot of learning in the process is learning the wording and how to find those people and then help them sign up. So I think you're really gonna love the last portion that I have here to share with you. Now, at any time, if you guys have questions, just go ahead and jump in, please. But I'm gonna try to talk quickly so then we can stay under our 30 minutes here, okay? Now, if at any time you do have a question that maybe can't be addressed in a short period of time, just go ahead and send me a quick message and we can chat after together, okay? Does that sound good? Mm-hmm. All right, awesome. Okay, so let's chat real quick about growing your team and what it means and what it takes. So I said we should have about 6 to 8 virtual parties on your calendar. Of course, you can do more than that. That's always just gonna help you in your success. But the reason is because really, you guys, this is all a numbers game, okay? So the more shows we have, the more people we're in front of, right? We're gonna have some shows that maybe 1 out of 10 or so that is kind of a flop or doesn't qualify, or maybe we don't have the interaction we're looking for, but we're gonna have a lot of other shows that are really successful. But if we don't have that pool of 6 to 8, 10 virtual shows to pull from each month of those people, it's going to be difficult to find those leads that we're looking for. Now, I love the beauty of a virtual party because you have about 150 people on each virtual party, and there's probably someone in there that absolutely has thought about Pampered Chef, that needs the extra money and wants to join your team, right? Where a live cooking show, there's always someone there too, but we have 10 to 12 people as opposed to 150, okay? So when you promote, or what it takes is just 5 people, okay guys, just 5 people invited to your team in order for you to become a leader in the company. And what that means then is you guys will earn the entire spring and summer product line absolutely free to your door, okay? So all that new cookware that was just launched, you guys are gonna get that from spring and summer delivered to your door. It's like 3 boxes. It'll be like Christmas. It's so exciting and so much fun. And then each season, so now coming up fall and winter and so on and so forth, you're gonna get this new product line every single year or every single season, okay? That's the only reason why I wanted to promote in the way beginning is because I wanted all the products for free. You're also gonna get 250 Pampered Chef dollars, and you guys are all, I believe, still in your 90 days. Which is exciting because each new team member you add, instead of only getting 30 Pampered Chef dollars, you get 100 as soon as they hit their signing bonus, okay? So if you have 5, that's 500 Pampered Chef dollars plus the 250 bonus that Pampered Chef gives you. That's 750 Pampered Chef dollars on top of your paychecks you're earning, okay? You also get to walk at conference. There's an exclusive leaders event at conference. Last year we had a big pajama party. Or yeah, I think it was a pajama party, and it's so much fun. It's a blast. There's gifts and recognition and incentives for that as well. And then I think that can help everyone out is on average about a 48% increase in your income with just 5 people on your team, okay? So that's when you start seeing that steady paycheck of at a minimum $1,000 a month, and it goes up from there, you know, when you continue to add more people, okay? Now, you might be wondering, how does that work or how do I get paid with it? Everyone on your team keeps their paycheck. You guys all keep your paycheck, I keep my paycheck, and so on and so forth. Pampered Chef just adds that extra bonus into your paycheck as a thank you or incentive for helping you or helping train and coach these people on your team. So if you think of a corporation, as someone who's managing 5 people versus managing 100 people, they're going to get paid more to manage 100 versus 5, right? So it's the same exact way, but just know that you keep your paycheck and everyone on their team keeps theirs too, which is one thing that I absolutely love about the structure of this company. Okay, does that sound exciting? Yeah, super exciting. Okay, cool. If you have any questions about that, just let me know, but I think the perks are really, really far and beyond anything else. In addition to that, that's why we really need the 6 to 8 shows. So if you do not have 6 to 8 shows on your calendar now for May, whether you closed them or you still have them coming at the end of the month, you want to count them up. You don't want to count, though, if you had one at the end of April and you submitted it in May, okay? So whatever started in May is what you want to count. That's only going to help you be more successful. If you don't have those shows on your calendar, please send me a message right away and we can get those on there before Monday. We really want to have them on before Monday in order for you to be the most successful through doing this together, okay? All right, any questions? No? Okay, let's jump to bookings really quick. I know I've talked to several of you about wording for bookings and how to reach out for bookings. So as we all did, we started, you know, green dotting on Facebook Messenger or sending out text messages, right, to those new people that we asked, you know, I just started my Pampered Chef business. I'm so excited. I'd love to treat you to a fun virtual experience, right? But now, since we have those bookings rocking and rolling, I want to encourage you guys to get all your bookings from those parties, okay? So you all should be using a booking post. The Happy Spoon one is the one that was provided, or some type of booking post. If they're not, no one's commenting on the booking post, tag the host in it, and I think you all do this already, and say, Susie Smith, who are the first 3 people you can think of, tag them here, you're gonna get 50% off at their party, okay? And if she doesn't comment, send her a private message and say, hey Susie, please jump on and tag 3 people in the Happy Spoon post. I really wanna help you maximize your host benefits, okay? Mm-hmm. So that'll also really help with those bookings. The next thing I wanna mention about the bookings is 7 to 8 people, and I know you guys have all heard me say this as well too, but those 3 people that she tags in that post, you want to friend and send a message to, and then you want to look for about 4 or 5 other people in the entire party that were really active, that were really engaged, that were just so fun to, you know, have in the party, and message those people as well, the exact same message. And this message is something like this, you know, hey Susie, I've had so much fun with you on Jane's party. I would love to do the same for you. Jane will get credit, you'll reap all the host rewards. What do you think, okay? And I will post that message in our little group chat so you guys have it, because I know I was talking super fast. But doing that and messaging those 3 people she tagged in the booking post and 4 to 5 others in the party, you guys are gonna be set for bookings forever, I promise. Now, how many of you guys have been using that and it's been working really well? Laura, okay, tell us what's working well about it.
The last, I want to say, out of maybe 4 parties I've done, 3 of them I got 3 shows from each, and 1 party last month I got 5 shows from that post alone. So that's
the booking post.
Incredible. Yes.
Awesome. Okay. And are you sending out a message similar to that to those people?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now, is that how you say hi? Is that how you say you got most of your bookings?
Yeah, that's I mean, maybe 90% of the bookings come from that.
Awesome. Cool. Okay. Guys, I totally recommend it. I think it's that personal relationship touch connection that you're building virtually versus that in-person relationship connection that you would be building at like a cooking show, okay? And again, try to think, you know, it's all about that experience and wanting them to come back for more, okay? Awesome. If they say no, you guys all know how to respond to that, right? No is our answer for future business, which is great. We need no's because we need future business. If you don't know what to say with a no, please send me a message, but you guys all should know that. And make sure you're putting it in your calendar to follow up with them in July, so that you always have that flow of bookings every month for people to follow up with, okay? All right, any questions on bookings? No? Okay. All right, let's move on to the fun part, the recruiting part. Okay, so I'll try to talk a little slower here because I want you guys to really digest this in. I think it is so important. And I'll just explain a little bit. So when I first started, I didn't have anyone to help me grow a team, or I didn't even know what recruiting was. I didn't know how to do it. I had no idea about anything. And so what I did in the beginning was pretty much I'd throw up on everyone, right? Because we're all so excited about everything Pampered Chef has to offer, right? You know, the flexibility, the perks, the income, the free products we get every month, the $200 Laura got, you know, so it's just so exciting. And we say, you know, this and this and this and this, and you like pretty much throwing up on them. And basically what that does then is just turn them away, okay? So what I encourage you to do is say as little as possible, but enough that they need to know. So only answer their questions. So maybe the question is, you know, how much does it cost to get started? So rather than going on and on and on and on, you could say something, we have 3 simple kits. You'll make your investment back in your first party. Which one sounds like fun to you? And then you can post a picture of the 3 kits, okay? Excuse me. So short and sweet and trying not to, you know, throw up on them, okay? So that's why I've kind of coached you guys and helped you with sending me screenshots so that we can at least get these first, you know, 3 to 5 or more under your belt, and you have the confidence and skills, everything you need to feel like you know what wording to say for them, okay? Does that make sense? Let's see. In addition, I just want to encourage you guys to just hang in there and trust me, because almost every lead, I've heard all of the first thing that they say, and I'm going to call it an excuse. Their first thing that they say why they can't sign up. So I've heard it all, and I want to encourage you to kind of trust me and stick in there, so I can help you help them, and then we can help them sign up, okay? So how do we identify leads? I want to encourage you guys to ask every single host that you have. Obviously, they love Pampered Chef already if they're hosting with you, and they're going to be on commenting just like you are, so why not have them make the paycheck, right? So something that I like to use is after I have their party, you know, kind of set up, I send out their host packet, everything's ready to go. I say something like, you know, hey, I forgot to ask you, would you like to make the party or make the paycheck on your party, or would you like me to? And that kind of gets them thinking a little bit there to see if they might be interested in making the paycheck. Now, chances are, I'm going to say maybe 7 out of 10 people have thought about doing something like this because everyone needs extra money, right? So throwing that out there and asking them, they may not say yes right away, and they probably won't. You will get some people that say yes, though. But consider it a seed planted, because then we can ask them again in the middle of their show, you know, Susie, you're doing so good at this. You're pretty much doing my job. You know, you should really think about doing this. And then again, at the end of the party, letting them know, hey, did you know you earned a $50 kit credit? You have the 10-inch stainless nonstick skillet in your cart. You do know that's the signing bonus this month, you know, so it's always that seed that you're planting in the beginning to wrap it up at the end, okay? So we're asking every host. Let's see, Laura, we were just messaging earlier this morning about some of your hosts. I think there was 2 of them. Do you recall what message you said to them? You had their host packet all sent out, and then you had said a message after that. Can you share that?
Yeah, let me look. Let's see, I can pull it up. Okay, the one that asked before, let's see, the initial one?
The one about you sent out their host packet already. Would they like to make the paycheck?
Okay, all right. This one says, "Hey, Courtney, I'm so excited for your party next week. I'm putting catalogs in the mail for you tomorrow. You know, I was thinking about you and how great you would be at this. What do you think about making the paycheck on your party? You have nothing to lose, and I will be there every step of the way to help out."
Awesome. Cool. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. So again, it was planting that seed to see if it might be a possibility for them to make the paycheck. Now, they'll probably say no, and that's okay, but now they're going to see what fun their party is, and it's that seed that you planted for them to come back around and say, you know, Laura, tell me more about this, or how can I get started, okay? So asking a host, let's see, other leads are people who are extremely active in the party. We all can identify those people and know who they are. The emoji post, if you guys are using the emoji post as a game, you know, comment below with your emoji. That one who has like comments with 4 hearts, or I can't live without it, or I don't have enough. Those are all really great people to reach out to. The kit post, if you guys are using a kit post, you know, if you're loving everything so far, and you could earn the stainless steel nonstick skillet for free and 100 Pampered Chef dollars, which kit would you choose below? And they all comment, you know, ultimate, deluxe, starter. All those people are great ones to message. And something you can say is, you know, hey, Susie, I know you commented and said you would love the ultimate kit. Were you just looking for raffle tickets? Or, you know, do you have other questions I can help answer for you? Or are you looking for something fun to make some extra income, okay? That's also a message I will post in our little Facebook chat together, so you guys have that, okay? So the emoji post, the kit post, the roll call post. If you guys have all noticed before where they say, you know, this is how I know Susie's the host, and these are all the Pampered Chef products I have, and they list out 1 million of them. So they're what I call a Pampered Chef junkie, like me. And those would be good people to reach out to as well. Let's see. Someone that's active but didn't buy anything. Chances are money is tight, but they had a lot of fun on the party, and they just couldn't buy anything at that time. So that would be someone to reach out to as well. Those are a little harder to identify, but you can usually tell if someone is that active. You see their name over and over and over, but they didn't buy anything, okay? If they comment about money being an issue, I had someone just recently post, I'm going to be out for this one. I'm putting my cat down, or cat for surgery, or something like that. Funds are tight. So that's another one to reach out to. So those red flag questions or comments about money, okay? Am I missing any that you guys have had or seen? Any ways to identify leads that I might be missing? No? Okay. If you think of some, just go ahead and shout them out or message in our Facebook chat, okay? So how do you know they could be a good lead? So this is a tricky, kind of a tricky question, I think, because Pampered Chef doesn't really have a job description, right? And I think if, you know, you guys have a pretty good intuition of yourself to kind of pick out those, you know, 7 or 8 people on each virtual party that really stand out to you as someone who would be good at this. And there's 2 things we always want to look for. Number 1 is why they would be good for Pampered Chef. Okay, so why they would be good for Pampered Chef. And then why Pampered Chef would be good for them. So they would be good for Pampered Chef because they're such a people person. They have such a busy life, so doing virtual parties would be great for them. And why Pampered Chef would be good for them, because we have flexibility, unlimited income stream. We, are like a family, different things like that. So those are the two buckets that people fall into. And when you can identify that, why they would be good for it or why Pampered Chef would be good for them, those would be good leads, okay? So now how do you reach out and open that door? One of the best things I love using or love saying is something like, Susie, I just can't stop thinking about how amazing you would be at this. Have you ever thought about making extra income doing what I do? Okay, I just cannot stop thinking about you. Okay, and I think if you guys even think that to yourself, like if someone would say that to you, I just can't stop thinking about how amazing you would be at this. Could you see yourself making extra income, or could you see yourself doing what I do, making extra income? It makes you feel really good, right? And that's exactly what you're trying to do, is make them feel good and make them feel like they're appreciated and worthy, okay? So those people, again, we just identified all of them. That would be a good message now to message to them, and then wait and see what they say back, okay? Now what I wanna ask you guys is, when you have a lead, please go ahead and send it to me, hey, have Susie here. This is why I think she'd be great. What should I say to her? She's at my virtual party, blah, blah, blah. And then I can help you with wording for it. You can send her the wording, and then I'm gonna ask to send me a screenshot back, okay? So send me a screenshot back of what she says, and then we can come up with more wording together, okay? And we'll kind of do that back and forth until you guys kind of have the ropes of it and have, your 5 people on your team, okay? How does that sound? Good? All right, and Laura, I know we have been doing a lot of that together. Can you share how helpful that is, or, how important it is?
Yeah, it's very helpful because I tend to like word vomit. So, I mean, you really help keep it like concise and upbeat, and I'm getting some like good response. No, mostly no's, but some good responses. Like, I love the vote of confidence. Oh, thank you for thinking of me. So I think that's a good thing.
Awesome. Yeah. Good. And what? The next time they have a life change, sadly, we hope this never happens, but some of those people you might have just reached out to in the last couple of weeks, maybe their husband loses their job in a month. And they have that life change where they need the extra income now, and now they're going to think of you, that you reached out to them and planted that seed. So I totally encourage you guys to please send me the screenshots, and we can work out the wording together. You can definitely say something like, oh, well, I know her a little bit. I'm not so sure how I think we should tweak it like this or word it like this. And we can definitely come up with that together, okay? Let's see. All right, what questions? I'll leave the last 5 minutes here for questions. What questions do you guys have on, I guess, anything? Maybe more specifically recruiting, how to identify the leads, what to look for, how to know it's a lead, what to say. Is there anything that's confusing? Yeah, Sydney.
I was just wondering, because I know we text and we Facebook message. How do you want me to communicate with you?
Good. That is a really great question. I know I have people email me and call me and text me, and and then it's all in different spots. I am not on my Facebook Messenger all the time. So if you have a hot lead, I think Tracy had one. She texted me, which was awesome because I didn't have my Messenger up. And she's like, what do I say? And so I was able to text her back. If I'm on Messenger, though, you definitely can send it on there, okay? I would, if I'm not getting back to you on Messenger, then text me, okay?
Okay.
Does that sound good? I know that was kind of a wishy-washy answer.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'll just text you.
Okay, perfect. Love it. All right, who's next? Any questions at all about recruiting? Don't be shy, because if you have the question, someone else probably does too.
Okay, I have another question if no one else wants. some past people.
Mhm.
I would, people that their parties are submitted and that I would love to approach.
Yeah.
But I feel weird, or I'll need help with that. Can you help me with that too? Because I feel like it would be a little bit different now that their parties passed and time has gone by.
Absolutely. And I think that that's even a better great, or even better. And you shouldn't feel, weird or uncomfortable in any way. I think now they've had time to get their products and use their products, so it could be even a better lead-in way for them to join, okay? What I'll ask you to do, Sydney, is if you could send me some text messages with, all of their names. So start with Sandy, and then tell me a little bit about Sandy. Give me 2 or 3 sentences. How she was the host of your party, or she was a guest on your party. This is why you think she'd be great. And then I will just send you the message back. So here's what to say for Sandy, and I will send it to you, and then you can just copy and paste and send it out to them, okay? But if you give me a little blurb for each of those people you're talking about, then I can help you with that. Does that sound good?
Yes, that sounds lovely.
Great, okay. All right, who else? Any other questions? Anything at all? No? You guys think you got this on the identifying leads and what to say? No.
I have another question, but it escaped my brain as you were talking. It was formulating, and then.
Oh, shoot. Okay, well, when you think of it, you just blurt it out, okay?
Okay.
But guys, know that we're in this together, okay? And you guys are not doing this alone. We have, do you have your question?
Yes. Would you stay away from approaching people who are already doing some kind of MLM?
It depends. If you've known that they have done more than 3 or 4, or they're doing multiples at one time, maybe. It would depend if you know the person. If they've tried doing, say one of them 2 years ago, and now they want to give something else a try, then yes, that's probably good. But if they're dabbled in too many, they've probably exhausted everyone that they know. But yes, that's a good question. And if you have someone, it doesn't hurt to ask. I always say if we don't ask, the answer is always no. So we can always ask, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So just know that we're all in this together, and you guys all have each other. You have me, and we're going to work through this and make it happen. The end of the road is extremely exciting for all of you, or I should say your beautiful destination is extremely exciting for all of you guys. And I'll be honest, it's not all an easy path, and there's going to be times where we feel discouraged about, a party not qualifying, or not getting, the bookings we wanted to, or maybe a lead we were really hoping would join our team. But if you can focus on what your why is, and that beautiful destination that you're going to be at when you promote, it's going to make it all that much more worthwhile, and you can focus your energy then on those positives versus dwelling on the negatives and having that pull you down, okay? So I encourage you guys to do something each day that's going to create the life that you always wanted to live. We're in this together, and I believe in each and every one of you guys so much, okay? All right. I'll leave it with that then and end. But again, if you guys have questions, just go ahead and shoot them over here to me. And then most importantly, if you don't have your 6 to 8 on your calendar by Monday for the entire month of May, send me a message too, and we really have to work to make that happen for you, okay? All right. All right, ladies, I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend, okay?
Thank
All
you.
right, bye. You're so welcome.
Bye.
God damn. soccer ball?
No, probably play soccer.
Might cross soccer.
I don't think it's called that. Yeah, I'd say bring a soccer ball. Um, everything else is factored in there.
Except for water balls.
Should we pack tablets? I don't.
anything?
What?
Did we pack anything for Audrey? Or she gonna play with the pool or the boys? Said, whoa, the boys not good for us.
No.
At least they're looking at the rest of it.
Yeah.
What I was asking for, pack for Audrey.
I don't know. I mean, I think she's okay. She's got Corinne, and she's got, what? I mean, she's got what's in her bag. I mean, trying to think of things they can play with all the time.
Yeah, well,
Now,
that's the idea of Bumblebee and
yeah.
Spider-Man.
Noah had this one in his bed that he's been looking at. This is a good one.
I did it. Almost does that. Almost. She, yeah.
Huh? Yeah. All right. You got it.
Oh,
Not unless we have to.
well,
Yeah. I mean, after a while, yeah. I imagine if we do, it would be between massage and going to the thing. You still want to do that mid city thing? I do. Yeah.
all right.
Getting an October party of all things. Said I'm getting an October party of all things. Actually, yeah, you're right. Yeah, she said I'm just too busy. Uh, I uh, thought it was smart, or thought I thought my sanity could handle buying a house and getting married at the same time in 5 months. She said it's too. I can't add anything else to my plate. And I was like, it's just girlfriend party. So I was like, oh, that's really really exciting. I said, you in spite or even if your sanity is on the line, that's really really exciting. So, but she agreed. I said she she said she couldn't see anything through September. And I said, well, why don't we plan for something in October? Or I said, how does this sound? We can plan for something, get it on the books, and I'll touch base closer. And that way the host will still get credit. Yeah. I think people think that, and what I found too, which makes it less intimidating to be like, well, can we plan it for, 3-4 months out? Is that people just assume that that's going to be a no. Like they don't assume they can book that far out in advance. You need to go back in the house.
No.
Um,
I think people look at it too, like, that's what it is. And this person's not like
right.
beating down my door. It's like, not a,
Yeah.
we want dinner.
Yep. Oh shoot. Yeah, exactly. No,
No.
I don't want to know. No. Because I think you should you know,
We'll do something.
hype it up with the kids and stuff.
Nope.
All right.
Alright, now we're doing kids. There's gonna be like options for them to do with it. That involves them, allows them to be involved.
Uh-oh. Someone was making a call.
No,
My info cell.
my info. What is going on? Oh, I know what's going
Are we
on.
calling somebody?
No wonder.
What?